Are you eligible for the Alberta Opportunity Stream 2024? Welcome to the gateway of opportunities that Alberta has to offer. This is the Alberta Opportunity Stream, a pathway designed to facilitate those who aspire to make Alberta their new home. Its purpose? To open doors for skilled workers and graduates and to fill the labor market gaps of this thriving Canadian province. For those seeking a brighter future, Alberta's Opportunity Stream offers a chance to transform your aspirations into reality. It's a program that recognizes the value of diversity and the strength that comes from a blend of different cultures. Its focus is on individuals who are eager to contribute their skills and talents to Alberta's economic growth. So, if you're a skilled worker or graduate, this could be the perfect route for you. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the eligibility criteria and application process. So, who exactly is eligible for this opportunity? Well, let's dive right into it and break down the eligibility criteria for the Alberta Opportunity Stream. First and foremost, your occupation matters. This program is designed for individuals who are working in an eligible occupation in Alberta. The list of eligible occupations is extensive, covering a wide range of fields from healthcare to trade and transport. If you're unsure whether your occupation qualifies, don't fret. There's a comprehensive list available for you to check. Next up is your residency status. You must be residing and working in Alberta with a valid work permit at the time of your application. This work permit must be issued by Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada under the Temporary Foreign Worker Program or the International Mobility Program. Now let's talk about language proficiency. You must demonstrate a minimum language skill level of Canadian language benchmark 4 for English or French in all 4 language skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. This is crucial because language proficiency plays a significant role in your ability to adapt and succeed in Alberta. Work experience is another key factor. You must have a minimum of 1 year full-time work experience in your current occupation in Alberta within the last 18 months. Or, if you've completed a post-secondary program in Alberta, you need at least 6 months of work experience within the last 18 months. Remember, these are just the basic eligibility criteria. There may be additional requirements depending on your specific situation. Always ensure you thoroughly review and understand all the eligibility criteria before proceeding with your application. Also, keep in mind that meeting the eligibility criteria doesn't guarantee approval. Each application is evaluated on its own merits, and the final decision rests with the Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program. Now that we know who's eligible, let's move on to how you can apply. Getting your application ready is the first step towards your future in Alberta. Now, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of preparing your application. It's quite like setting out ingredients before cooking a meal. You need to gather all the necessary documents and information before you start filling out your application. First up, you're going to need copies of your passport or travel documents. Make sure they're clear and legible. This is your primary form of identification, so it's vital that everything is visible and accurate. Next, you'll need proof of your legal status in your current country of residence. This could be a visa, a residency card, or any other document that verifies your status. Again, clarity and legibility are key. Now let's talk about your work experience. You'll need to provide documents that confirm your work history. These could be letters from employers, payslips, or tax returns. And remember, they must be in English or French or be accompanied by a certified translation. Education is another crucial aspect. If you're leveraging your educational qualifications, you'll need to provide certificates, diplomas, or transcripts. If they're not in English or French, you guessed it, they need to be translated and certified. One more thing, if you have a job offer in Alberta, you'll need a copy of that too. It should clearly state the job title, duties, salary, and start date. Now here's a tip. When gathering your documents, it's a good idea to organize them in the order they're listed in the application form. This will make the process smoother and less stressful. And remember, the information you provide needs to be accurate and complete. Incomplete or incorrect information can lead to delays or worse, rejection of your application. So take your time, double-check everything, and make sure your application is as perfect as it can be. With your documents ready, you're all set to start the application process. Applying for the Alberta Opportunity Stream may seem complex, but we'll break it down for you. First off, you'll need to access the application form. This form is readily available online on the official Alberta government website. just navigate to the immigration section and look for the Alberta Opportunity stream. Remember to double-check that you're on the right page, as there are several different immigration programs. Now let's move on to the actual filling out of the form. This is a crucial step, and it's important to get it right the first time around. You'll be asked for a range of information, from your basic personal details to more specific things like your work experience and language skills. When it comes to filling out these sections, honesty is the best policy. Don't try to embellish your qualifications or experience, as this could lead to complications later on. Instead, provide accurate, truthful information. And remember, if you're not sure about something, it's always better to ask for clarification than to guess and potentially get it wrong. Next, you'll need to gather and attach your supporting documents. These could include things like your passport, educational certificates, proof of work experience, and language test results. Again, it's important to provide exactly what's asked for, and to ensure that all documents are clear and legible. Once you've filled out the form and attached all your documents, it's time to review everything one last time. This is an important step that shouldn't be rushed. Check for any spelling or grammatical errors. Make sure all your information is accurate and confirm that you've attached all the necessary documents. Now comes the submission stage. After you've double-checked everything, you can go ahead and submit your application. You should receive a confirmation email shortly after, so keep an eye on your inbox. Here's a tip for you: screenshot or print out the confirmation for your records. It's always good to have a backup just in case. Applying for the Alberta Opportunity stream can seem like a daunting task, but it doesn't have to be. By following these steps, you can ensure that your application process goes as smoothly as possible. Remember, patience is key. It can take some time for your application to be processed, so try not to stress too much in the interim, and while you're waiting, why not start planning your future in beautiful Alberta? And there you have it, your application is submitted. But what comes next? After submitting your application, the waiting game begins. You've done your part, you've checked all the boxes, filled out all the forms, and sent off your application. Now, what happens next? Let's delve into the post-application process. Firstly, you'll be issued an acknowledgement of receipt, confirming that your application has been received and is in the queue for processing. This could take anywhere from a few days to a few weeks, so patience is your best friend here. Once your application is in the hands of the processing team, it will be reviewed thoroughly. This process can take several months, sometimes even up to half a year. During this time, your application will be examined for completeness and accuracy, and all your supporting documents will be verified. Now, don't be surprised if you're contacted for an interview. Interviews are not always required, but they are a possibility. If you're asked for an interview, it's simply a chance for the processing team to clarify any details and get a better understanding of your application. The interview is not a test, but rather a conversation. It's an opportunity for you to showcase your skills, your experiences, and why you believe you're a good fit for Alberta. So if you're called for an interview, don't panic. Take it as an opportunity to shine. Once the processing team has everything they need, a decision will be made on your application. You'll receive a notification of this decision, whether it's an approval or a rejection. If your application is approved, congratulations. You're on your way to starting a new chapter in Alberta. If your application is not approved, don't lose heart. Look at the reasons for the rejection, learn from them, and try again. Remember, setbacks are only temporary. And that concludes our guide to the Alberta Opportunity Stream 2024. We wish you the best of luck on your journey to Alberta.